All right, fixed. First time. Apologies. Sorry. I guess we got to do all that again. Welcome to A Better Man. This is our True Vibe TV's show where we dedicate it to the embetterment of men. We do not bash women, but women have enough things going for them, so this is for us. So don't give no kind of hate or anything like that. I am one of your hosts, Truth, along with my brother from another mother, Mr. Jazz. How are you today?
Doing good. What's up?
Good?
Yeah,
Good?
absolutely.
Man, Jazz was doing push-ups before the show started. Don't worry about it. We're getting big, baby. We are getting big. Oh, man. Other half of True Vibe TV, Mr. Jeff Shiz, a.k.a. Mr. Socks. How are you today, sir?
I'm okay. I'm doing good. Better than yesterday. No headaches today. So
No headaches? What did you do today?
I went to the gym,
There
but
you
other
go,
than that,
man.
it's the water. It's got to be.
It's the water
It's got to
and
be
the
the
gym.
alkaline water, dude. This is my fourth day.
Fourth day?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think all between the fourth day, besides the alkaline water, it's been
The hydration in general helps with headaches.
Yeah, but like the regular water wasn't like my body wasn't
Well, it's-
ingesting it
I
well.
was telling you they needed that.
Yeah, and so with like 4 days on this, I noticed a difference. The second day, I was like, this shit ain't really doing nothing really
Right.
different, and I still was doing my normal stuff, but this I noticed a difference. Like my skin isn't as dry, my lips ain't chapped, and I ain't putting nothing on. You know what I'm saying? Like I see my body retaining the moisture on it. Like a lot better with it. So this is my fourth day. I only had like 2 cups of coffee
Right.
and like decaf, and that was it. Like throughout the 4 days, usually I was like drained. Even before this, I was like on coffee, so I killed that. That sucked. That was hard to give up. That
I
shit
mean,
sucked.
a lot of times you got to do, certain sacrifices and everything just to make sure, you live longer than, if you didn't take the proper
Yeah.
No, I heard it
steps
works.
to be healthy.
What?
A nice side bitch massage. Is Desiree watching?
Yo, you know it was crazy, man. I used to work with this old dude. I ain't gonna put his name out there because he just died, but I don't fuck
Oh,
with him.
man.
Fuck him. But I'm serious, man. The nigga was a fucking dick. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
But he married for hella years,
Yeah.
and he was saying that he messed with a younger woman because it made him feel young again.
Must have young woman money.
Yeah,
He
well,
probably did. I mean, I was
So
Yeah, you can fuck with a young woman a couple of months. After that, you're like, damn, bitch, you gotta go. I gotta
I would
rebuild
say
my
they were- he
coffers
was-
again.
he was making about maybe anywhere between 150 to 200 a year.
Oh, yeah, no.
That's enough to have a side bitch.
Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, that's it. It don't take much. You ain't even got to get a good one, all
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
Just get a dependable
Like
one.
even though they're like, I mean, they made 30. That's still good money, but they had to work 6 days a week,
Mhm.
and sometimes 7, and Sundays was double time. So with all the overtime and they would do like 10 out, like 3, 4, 5 overtimes every single day.
Yeah.
And you get paid bi-weekly. So some of those tax returns, man, dudes was bringing like 172.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, man.
Yeah.
Fuck that, man. That's too much overtime. But I understand. You feel it. That's how it is. Oh, man. All right, so we always start the show off how we always do here, where we get the latest information on the COVID finance effect on how things affect us, not just in the tri-state area where we're at, but more worldwide. So we got to go to the source. Mr. Jeff Shears, what do you have for us today?
A few things, not too much. We gonna everybody get ready for your shots. Within 2 weeks, they should start.
Oh, wow. They rolling them out that fast.
Yeah, they're already preparing. Like we were talking on the other show. They prepared the fridges so they can get the Pfizer one.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're gonna do a fridge to fridge transfer. So put the battery pack on it so you don't drop the temperature. Nobody has to open the shit out like, oh, move these boxes, because nobody's doing shit in 60 seconds. Ain't no human doing shit in 60 seconds, and I know they ain't perfect the robot yet to do it. But they still haven't given directions on how to inject it. So, because if it has to remain like at -17, you can't just put that shit in your arm. You know what I mean? You can't -17 until the vials start expiring or whatever it is. So,
What's good, Butterfly? Thanks for checking in.
that'll be here, but it's gonna go in order. So it's gonna go to the the frontliners, healthcare. By the time we get to it, it'll be probably March. You know what I mean?
Damn,
Yeah.
that much shit.
Because they don't have enough. So now they're depending on, now it's Pfizer's
That keeps
batch.
the prices nice and high.
You ain't lying. And for the insurance, and to see how much the insurance is going to cover on this shit, too. That's when it's really going to kick on us.
I'm guessing it's going to be zero copay, and they get some kind of subsidies from the government.
Yeah, gotta be.
Yeah.
Gotta be, yeah. So
I got the prices. We'll go over those because I wanted to also, Mr. Socks. I also wanted to talk about the different breakdowns and everything about it. So we'll get to that. So it's coming. You say within probably the next 2 weeks.
They want to have the people with like them shipped to the areas within by the 15th, the 20th. So people they're lining up already. The stuff's being worked in the background. I don't know if it's UPS or FedEx. FedEx said, yeah, we already got planes ready to rock. Just, you know what I mean? Just load them off the truck. Let's get this rolling. We get them up in the air.
Delivery drivers.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they already
throwing
prepared.
Niggas packages and shit.
Well,
No, they got the planes. Yeah.
With FedEx for air transfer,
Yeah.
they're the best.
Oh, I believe it.
And then for everything else, it's Amazon and UPS.
Yeah. So they'll take that price to just drop it off at the airport. You know what I mean?
And then UPS will pick it up.
Yeah.
Or even DHL.
Probably. Or somebody,
No,
whoever can
well,
handle
DHL is
that cold.
Only international. So if it's coming from, I think one of them is in Germany and other companies, and so this DHL.
Well, over here, we're fucking with. I know we had a bunch of people on it, but the top three, the Pfizer, Moderna, and whatever. But over there, they already asked for Pfizer too. But Pfizer got labs over there, and they allegedly sourced it out through other labs. So everybody working on a piece of it. You know what I mean? Like you got the pepperoni, we got the cheese. We'll send that shit over there if somebody bring the bread.
Right.
They're gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere it is, everybody's gonna have a hand in it. People be prepared. So I think probably by March, you know what I'm saying? That's when it'll come to us and like get your kids, get you, and this is the rules and the regulations, whatever it may be. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. So all right. So frontlines are getting it first.
Yeah, it's gonna
now,
go.
But we have a lot of people that are in that kind of field that have certain religions. And we're talking about Indian, Asian.
I guess you don't want to work.
Sure.
I mean,
but they
some
was
people like to
eating
switch jobs too. I feel you.
Yeah,
I
they
did
was
it.
eating that. What were they getting at one time? $300 an hour.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers was
that,
making
that was the
52,000.
transporting nurses. Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
making $52,000 a fucking week.
That's traveling nurses, not transporting. Yeah. Yeah.
$52,000 a month.
Yeah.
Nigga, if your bills ain't paid, I'm fucking you up. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, most of those dudes live on the road. Those are the traveling nurses, the traveling doctors. They're now back out west because the people from out west came over here to help us. But that was in the beginning when, we thought everybody needed a fucking respirator as soon as you got a cough. Like, oh, put this shit in the stupid, but down there. We realized that's not the best.
I still remember that prank on Facebook where dude went in the bathroom and coughed in his voice. But rushed in. He's like, no, it's allergies. It's allergies.
Exactly. So where was I going? The finance. Nancy came on there, good old Pelosi, and talked about we're close to reaching an agreement between the 3.5 trillion and their 2.4 trillion to see, some middle ground.
Now, is that going towards the businesses where it shouldn't be going, or is that going towards?
This is the kicker.
Okay.
According to not Daily News, it was the
Post.
No, one of the Times or
Times,
something, whatever. Yeah, one of those things. I forgot. According to them, because she ain't going into too much detail, but she was like, we're close. Allegedly, they're not coming back into session until next year. Actually, no. It was this week. They should agree on something, but anything won't be passed until the new president takes order. So until Biden comes in. So don't look. We ain't gonna get no answer on it until January 25th, if they agree. Nobody is still mentioning the $1,200. Oh, and I'm just saying $1,200
Y'all
for
niggas
another
is
payment.
still looking for that shit.
I'm just saying because people really thinking. I
They
mean,
want free money.
yeah, Biden may throw something at it. Biden may give us something. Biden may take that and say, hey, let's add this and this to it and let's get this passed. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. It's up in the air. It's when it hits. It has to hit the Biden House first. Trump already said he's still in La La Land. He's gonna be in the House. So he's not worried about passing any of this BS. And they're not actually not worrying about giving it to him.
Right.
People who still looking for those payments. They have extended the
Unemployment?
Nope.
Uh-oh.
They have extended the student loans.
Oh, student loans. Okay.
For until January 30th.
Woo!
It's a birthday.
Is it? Happy early birthday. There you go. They looked you out.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
at that. If you
You
owe
ain't
anything.
gotta
I don't
pay
know if you
your
owe
school
anything. There you go. They have extended that the deferment for the student loans
Right.
until the 30th. I just heard that on 1010 Wins, which is cool, and that's a good thing. Nobody said anything about the housing, so be mindful.
And that's supposed
That
to
shit-
end the 31st.
Yeah, the 30th,
When-
30th or the 29th of this month. So
When
pretty much the end
landlords
of this
would
month.
be allowed to start doing,
The
taking their
evictions.
tenants to court to
Yeah.
evict them.
You could have went to court already.
Okay.
Court, as long as the court was in session, you could have went to court. You could not act on the eviction as long as they were covered under one of those things under the CARES Act for the COVID.
Like
That's
niggas,
the
you
thing.
Out. Soon
We-
as we figure this shit
We
out.
could have went to court back in May. I could have had court.
Understood.
Remember I was saying they were doing court in Zoom?
Right.
We could have did Zoom in May. Judge ruled in the landlord's favor, my favor.
It still
I
couldn't
can't
kick you
act
out.
on this until this memorial's over.
So you was just sitting there free renting
You
everything.
got it. So until let's say the state until McGree was Murphy.
Murphy, yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I was gonna say McGree. Look at this shit. so unless he come through with a last minute saver, the buzzer beater. January 1st is looking real fucked up for y'all.
I say this, yo. If
I'll give you the
if
second because nobody do shit on the first.
ain't lying.
So
Try
you
and
know,
recover.
make sure you get your shit in order, your
trying to
affairs in
recover.
order.
If you work for the sheriff's department, you about to get some serious O-time.
Yeah.
OT about to look real
Sure,
good.
ask for tactical shit all over you.
Exactly.
'Cause
Bring
those-
that tank out we got. Warm that bitch up. We might need it. We gotta go to the.
Man, we need you to evacuate the whole building. Yeah, the whole building.
Yeah.
You're gonna need some help. Niggas
Look,
is serious.
a lot of people were complaining about that. We need some type of relief. Again, they're looking towards Biden. That is in the Democrats'
Right.
plan. Next week, we don't know what they're going to take out or add in if they come into a middle ground.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So we don't know what's going to be on the new bill that they're going to present to Biden to sign.
Sure.
We don't know whether it's going to save. I do think it'll probably save. They probably kept that in there. That's an opinion. Hopefully it did. Or they may pass money down to the states and let the states handle it on the states thing.
Don't do that.
And then the state makes a new fund. Okay, we're going to pay or whatever. People have been paying their mortgages. Still.
The funny thing about that is that some of these people didn't even lose their jobs.
To the mic.
That's the kicker.
I mean, they might have.
Oh,
close
it's
to
the mic.
like
Put the mic closer.
Yeah,
I can't hear you.
the kids like staying home. You got to pay more for lunch, but that's not enough to miss a mortgage payment.
No. No.
Budget is what it is.
But that's the kicker. A lot of people took advantage of it. A lot of people went on forbearance, so you owe at the end, unless you sold your shit in the midtime. Excuse me. House prices are slowly dropping. Slowly. Pay attention. Slowly dropping. The interest rate is still low. They thought it was going to keep it up. We don't know what's in that new act that they're going to give, that Congress is going to pass when Biden's in office. But we still got 2 months. We got to go through December, and we got to go through all of January. I'm just going to say all of January till he take over.
The 25th is when
You got it.
they're supposed to take over.
You
all
got
right, real
it.
quick. So, Butterfly is saying she ain't taking no government experiment.
Stop lying. She could be the first in line. So
First
what,
in-
yo?
You want to work at this motherfucker, right? You gonna take this shit. She also gonna say she'll probably trust the Pfizer one more. To me, I think that's the worst one.
I mean, that negative. They've had other vaccinations or things that needed -17, but until I get a true order of how it's got to be delivered, and how they're gonna do it,
Right.
because at the rate when it comes to regular people, I'm not worried about the guys in the hospital. They're gonna know. They're gonna figure that out. I'm talking about we're probably just as we taking those tests with all those long lines of cars. That's probably how they're gonna give us the goddamn vaccination. We all forgot about that. You laugh. Yeah, you laugh. Yo, put your arm out the. You know how you draw with the arm out. Yo, just keep this shit right there, homie.
Sir,
Boom.
please take your jacket off. I know it's cold.
Yes. Yes. Like, there's no way you can possibly hand all this stuff out. I know they letting the CVS's and all that. You know, they're already talking about
They're
the
not going to have
CVS
refrigerators. You know how CVS is going to be cheap. They're going to have a cooler.
Exactly. You know how they work.
And this,
And that shit going to be broken. Like,
not enough studies are done on these vaccines. You got
Jiggle the handle.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So until we get something else that can be done, I don't know. The Moderna and the other guys ones, they saying they don't, we don't need -17. You just keep it at regular refrigerator temperature, hit it twice, whatever it is. I get it. I don't know about each one's side effects because they're hot. I don't want to say hiding. They haven't been upfront with all the side effects on Pfizer.
Well, the last
only people
I
popped out.
saw was 95 for Pfizer.
You're right, but they haven't talked about all the side effects for Pfizer.
Of course.
The only person talking about the side effects was the lady who went on the trial and got it. So
She cockeyed it.
ain't nobody saying it's not like the commercial. Take this extends may cause blindness after the erection. You know what I mean? And they said that shit real quick. We don't know yet. Independent Moderna may have a whole different one. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like Moderna to Pfizer to whatever it is. So it depends. Each one has their own, little range. It's gonna stay there. We have to see how it sets up. But I honestly think they will have us in our cars again, sitting out like, roll up, boop, boop. Here's 30 days because they were also talking about how we're going to track these people to get the second shot. Everybody said it's a 2-dose.
And not every person's getting shots going to be a
What's
pharmacist.
good, little sis?
Thank
They're
you.
training technicians to do it.
But they would have to.
No offense, but
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm like, okay,
they
it's the
don't
first
have,
day with a
they
needle.
They don't have the education that a pharmacist
No.
has. So
That's my point.
And you have to have 2 shots.
Everybody's saying it's a double dose. 30 days later, you got to come back. So there's a lot of people who never really come back for the other shots or just regular things.
Right.
Now you got to track them, though. Jeff only had one on the 17th. He didn't get the Pfizer. He didn't get the Moderna. He didn't get anything else. And now we on the 19th of the next month. We need
What's
him
good,
to come
cuz,
back.
man? Thanks for tuning in. I'm coming to Louisiana soon, man. Come see you, man. I miss you. I love you.
You see what I'm saying? So we need. They haven't figured out the tracking yet. So that's another thing too that they need to have.
So we're talking about
10,000 phone calls a day.
Are we talking
Fuck
about
that.
chips?
I
Are you in
missed them.
compliance with your vaccine?
I hate that shit. The automated calls. This is CVS.
Well, the best way
Like-
way to track everyone is through their employment.
But you got to
Even
remember
those individuals who are on unemployment or those individuals on assistance. Now I'm gonna tell you this.
how you gonna track them.
That's easy. Just how you put niggas benefits on hold, and you make niggas come down to the building
And show
they
proof.
mad as shit.
And show proof that you got. Now,
Right.
see,
They mad as shit, but they come to make sure you clear that shit up so they can take that $7,000 of benefits and go get steak and lobster
yeah.
while we eating ramen noodles.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? But that's a part of the puzzle that people may be forced to take it.
Well, what people have to understand, they're going to make sure you take this. I understand. Again, we were talking about the the employment and different religious, different cultures, and how would you be able to really get everyone an opportunity? What's good, little bro? How you doing, man? Thanks for tuning in. Susan said Pfizer is more dependable. Okay.
Maybe as a name brand, but I'm just saying nobody said.
I'm scared of the Pfizer one because of the temperature. Now, I used to work for one of the pharmaceutical companies in the packing department where I literally had to pack certain medications with dry ice. And that's how serious it got. Now, during dry ice evaporates in a couple of hours. But once an individual or the company or the store gets it, are you going to refrigerate it properly? Where's the proof?
I worked in the stores when we didn't put that bitch in the motherfucking refrigerator till a couple of hours later. That shit
was
sat
sitting on the
right
docks,
on the
nigga.
motherfucking ground. The docks. That shit was right next to me while I was ringing niggas up talking about,
what
you
was
know
those
you need your
coolers
other
we
many.
used to have? I forgot what they used to call the coolers or whatever.
Fuck out of
They
here.
used to
They
pack
used
it
to have
up
to
nice
call
and
pharmacists
good.
Did you do it? Yeah.
And then, oh, we don't know where the box is. Well, you have to find it.
All that cancer shit with that need to be refrigerated, nigga. We like some of that shit expired. I'm like, yo, you sure you want to take this
But
one?
the funny thing is, you
Start
talk to these
shaking, it's
guys,
clumping up
and
and
the lack
shit.
of care is amazing.
They don't
It's
care,
like,
bro.
this medication's like 30 G's.
Yeah.
And it has to be refrigerated.
Yeah.
Let's get going,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck.
Well, they're gonna track y'all people. And they're going to use, like Jeff always talks about, they're gonna use the pandemic to force everyone
They're gonna they're gonna
take
force
this-
people to take it.
to take it. And I'll say, with, especially in the medical field, you have the different cultures, the different religions.
Yeah.
And you're talking about, okay, well, in order to be here and being employed, and a lot of people, because a lot of these nurses make hella bank. I think the least amount a nurse makes is like 47.
No problem. Retire.
Facts. That's what they're gonna say.
Yeah, no problem, because we all forget.
Oh, you're gonna lose your pension too. You already know
You all
that.
forget. You a doctor. You can make a lot of money in America, because doctors outside of America make standard pay. But in America, you can make a shitload of money as a doctor, especially as a specialist or something.
Right.
And, a surgeon, whatever it may be. You got to understand, you still work, unless you have your own practice or your own office or something, you, 9 times out of 10, work for a motherfucker who only has a degree that's under than yours.
Facts.
You had to go to about 8 to 10 years. The motherfucker got a 6-year degree under you who's telling you what to do or when you're fired out of the fucking thing. I'm just saying.
Young enough
The
to be a child.
Yeah, the finance guys always run that shit. We're not here to, we're not having a dick measuring contest or nothing. Whatever. But they always run your shit. And when the numbers don't add up, so who we firing today, boss?
Facts.
We ain't got that many surgeries. Hey, Kevin, get the fuck on out. You know what I'm saying?
What's good, darling? Thanks for tuning in.
It's such a mishandled thing. That's why they say the healthcare system in America is fucking could be shits at times. You know what I'm
As soon as
saying?
say everyone's replaceable. You ain't lying.
You ain't lying.
You're not lying.
You ain't lying.
We are. And I think that's especially those. What's good, Alex? When you put someone's lifestyle, and again, people got mortgages, and we're not talking about you losing a job at a fast food restaurant. We're talking about career-changing job money. So now they're going to put your back against the wall and use that whole pandemic thing, because what people need to realize, it probably was, I know it might be exaggerating, but
Yeah.
the trillions of dollars from all these individual pharmaceutical companies that put money towards to get this vaccine, they got to make that money back, people.
Yeah.
And guess who they got in their back pockets? Congress.
Shit. Biden himself. The whole
you
crew
ain't-
coming back.
you ain't lying.
Like, oh, we missed y'all. No, nigga, we missed you. Come on in
He's like,
here.
I got dementia, but I still can count.
That's muscle memory. 1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
nigga,
4.
I still can count, nigga.
We about 5 short. We about
Where's
5.
my calculator, nigga?
Well, I
Where's
just
my
saw an article
smartphone?
where they said, what is it? Obama,
Yeah.
Bush Jr., and Clinton will be first in line to get the vaccine.
They said they were gonna do it, but no, the underlying thing they said when it's safe. They said they're gonna do it live
They ain't
when
gonna
it's
be
safe.
the first fucking
They
ones.
said when it's a safe vaccine out there approved, they're gonna do it. Yeah, they ain't gonna be the first ones. They're gonna be right behind me. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hold on. Monica need a couple of dollars. Where Monica Lewinsky at when you need her?
Exactly. Let's let it rest overnight. Let's do this in the morning. Let's see if he makes it.
I tell you, go look for Monica. She need a couple of dollars. She ain't got the skirt no more.
Yeah, like come on, man.
She got old and hit the wall, though.
Yeah.
Hey, she need a couple. That's why a couple of dollars. I'll be the first one lined up.
Yeah.
So you go to the actual you go to the workers, the frontliners, and
Yeah.
then next up, I would think would be teachers.
No. Next up will be the people who
Like
not chronically ill, but the people who are to get it. So the frontliners will get it first. Those nurses, doctors, healthcare field people. Then the people who need it. So like any senior, the elderly. If you had one of those,
Autoimmune diseases.
yes,
What's good,
or
thanks for tuning
everybody who had one of the checkoff boxes over 60. I got a heart condition.
Diabetes.
Yeah, you name it. That it will take you out in a heartbeat. You second up. So that's why I
So-
said by the time it gets to us regular Joe Schmoes,
right,
and with a mask,
right.
Yeah, that's when Clinton, Obama, and
that's when, they're gonna be like, "Grandma still alive?"
Hold on,
Okay,
is she good? She
Yeah.
ain't coughing or nothing. I'm there.
let me check the vitals. The motherfucker reading the EKG sign. She had a spike here, homie. How long after this was it?
So Darlene says they plan on vaccinating the kids without the parents' permission. So they just passed the bill.
To do what? Vaccinate the kids without
the kids without parents' permission.
Oh, it's coming. Yeah, you know that shit coming. You got to remember, these are like super spreaders. They're going to get all these people. Everybody who was partying, everybody who was doing something. Now, what's going to kill me, and I don't know. To Trump's point, you have a class. I'm not going to call them illegals because I'm not even talking about South Americans. I'm not talking about that because they're coming from everywhere. Africa, Russia, Korea, China. Motherfuckers who come here and get lost. And they ain't going to want to take it. And they ain't gonna have to take it because we don't know they fucking exist.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But we know they're there physically when you see them. But they're not on any. They don't need a job.
Right. They're not paying.
They're not
taxes.
on any point. They're not on the taxes. They're not on that. And it's a lot of them people, especially in our area where it's congregated. In certain parts of Texas where it's congregated. A lot of parts in California where it's congregated. Nevada, Montana, all these little populations. Florida, you're gonna see them. And they're going to be like, well, they never got the shot. Well, I got to go get the shot.
And they're still alive.
Yeah.
Well, she said again, American people, we're the sheep.
Of course. We're going to be
I
the
will
sheep.
say this.
Well, no. Well, hold up. UK is going to be the sheep first. The homie over there already ordered up. He said bring them shits first. So I'm watching that shit heavy. I'm on the Daily News like, yeah, what's that?
Like, how many
just
niggas
pan the camera.
Out? They did what?
Yeah, pan the camera around real good.
Niggas is walking sideways?
I'm surprised Italy didn't go for it first.
I think
They're not a hot spot anymore.
What happened? Yes,
yeah, but no, but they got wiped out hard because they went on second lockdown before anybody.
Wouldn't you? Them being
that's the only reason I thought they would try to go
hit
for it
as hard
first.
as you did. You want to make sure it's good.
I don't know. I mean, I get it.
They like you had to shut down like massively. It was like really crazy the way what happens.
Yeah, that's the only reason I thought they would probably go for it first. But they're probably going to follow up after UK, see how they turn around, and then.
There's a lot of elderly in Italy.
Right. So let's see how it goes. It's gonna affect us all in the future going forward.
Right.
It's affecting everything. You know, I think we're gonna be wearing masks from the future on now.
You think it's gonna?
Yeah. If you didn't know, there was over 4 different strands of COVID.
Oh shit.
Fantastic.
Because viruses mutate people.
Well, it didn't. Well, she says B23-0171. Okay, I guess that's the code for the kids.
Okay.
I'm gonna look that up.
Okay. I believe you.
Yeah, real talk.
I think it's coming for all of us. I think Biden gonna walk in there and write a whole thing saying everybody got to get it or something. Or because the 90-day plan he was talking about the mask, he only backed off it because people started asking him where you can do it.
But hey, you already know my motto: the Gates family first.
Yeah,
I want that same syringe. Don't put no double dipping in the bottle.
Those motherfuckers live in a black-free Africa. I don't know how that shit happened. Those motherfuckers live in a black-free Africa. Talking about we
they don't want no niggas around them, huh?
They done died off from all the test subjects. They done fucking had. I was like, nigga, where you live at?
Like, what happened to the population? COVID, nigga, COVID. Any more information? Do we write it down?
I forgot.
So for you guys who just tuned in, what we do in the beginning of our show is we go through the entire process as far as COVID, the effect financially.
Yeah.
As far as housing wise, I know a couple of you came in late, so if you are in the tri-state area, I know as of December 29th,
December 30th.
Unless Governor Murphy passes another law or something. Another. I forgot
the eviction or moratorium is
right.
up.
So,
yeah, for eviction.
For those individuals who
evictions.
did go to court and or go to court or do the Zoom, the landlords will have the right to actually evict those individuals in the Jersey. So if you wasn't the one, but you're looking for a place to move into, keep your eye out. The sheriff's department is about to be running through.
Yo, pay attention to that. Commercial properties are back on sale. A lot of businesses are going forward.
Susan says Giuliani has the COVID.
He could.
Maybe with all that sweat.
He was everywhere.
Shit,
Homie
shit was funny as hell.
He out there trying to make Trump come back and shit. I was like, all right, good luck. Good luck. Yo, we got evidence. No, you don't. You have a lady who was talking crazy. That is not proof. what I was gonna say, commercial properties are coming back up. A lot of businesses are downsizing. So if you own commercial property, I really pray for you, because I actually wanted to get in commercial property, but there's not the market to go in for 2020 because businesses are downsizing. If they do predict people staying at home or now jobs figuring a home market,
Right.
that's gonna really suck for having like offices and things like that. Like I said, the property values, they're still projecting them to go. They're going down slowly, but they're still projecting them to go down. We won't really see too much in our face until January.
That's good for people that already have money.
Yeah,
Because you can buy the property and just sit on them. It's not good. All you
and
gotta
that's
do-
what they're doing.
And there's probably some kind of loopholes during taxes.
That you know, yep. They have a lot of those for commercial properties, especially in New
They'll
York
sell.
City.
'Cause
Yeah,
it's
they'll
like
sell.
people that
Yeah,
have the money in the first place.
and they'll sell and sit on them.
But
So
Alex put out if you refuse to get vaccinated, they won't allow you to travel to other states or other countries.
now they talked about
I
that
don't give a fuck. I
before.
don't even go anywhere.
It's gonna be that one trip you need to take. God damn, I gotta go to fucking there.
Hold on. 3 weeks in Vegas for $1? Oh, shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I saw that. I kind of figured that when they started asking for a COVID test to get on the plane, and they
for
laughed
real?
about that. Yeah,
Damn.
the airlines, they want to see if you were free now, and I was like, yeah, I knew that shit was coming. I said, as long as they still can't track me, I don't mind going to take a test or whatever. And you know,
So they're not
got
talking
it.
about no chips or no shit like that. They didn't bring that.
No, they still trying to put the tracker program on people's phones. Like download the app, and I'm like, yeah, I'm
good.
great.
Good.
I don't worry about it. If I got it, I'll stay home, bro.
Like,
Don't
it's
worry
bad
about it.
enough I look something up, and next thing you know on my timeline, all I see is the same shit I fucking looked up.
Oh, the police use some sort of track system anyway, so they can still track you.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just not gonna make it that easy.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that.
Hey, Butterfly,
Exactly.
you dealing with this for the rest of your life. You
Yeah,
know, over this.
it's gonna affect everything going forward, dude. Everything going forward.
Because we still don't know how the vaccine is going to affect us, let alone our kids.
Somebody was talking about who was it? I don't know if it was a Butterfly or whoever was saying talking about infertility. It could be. I was like, you know what?
I
It might.
wouldn't mind. It won't bother me one bit.
Don't be needing these condoms no more. Don't be needing that.
I mean, punch holes in them now.
'Cause I got the COVID shot, honey. I don't need a condom.
Did you come with me? It's okay. I got COVID.
You know, we're laughing, we're joking,
Vaccinated.
but they've always tried to talk about controlling our population. Could this really be some kind of way
Well,
to where, because we know certain things only
they
affect
thought
certain
AIDS was
people.
that,
Yeah, they did. They did.
so
They
who
did.
knows?
Yeah.
There's a lot of conspiracy that AIDS came from a lab too.
I could
Oh, we
believe
know
that
that.
shit.
We know
I
that.
could believe that shit. I said,
Like, COVID
Go-
came from, according to the last Borat movie,
yeah,
COVID came from Kazakhstan.
could be.
Not
Let the
from China.
Borat. It could be. Look, the world is fucking weird and funny, man.
Yeah.
A lot of this shit, when you finally see a virus or a disease that only attacks one part or something, like the virus only hits your immune cells, nothing
Right.
else. So now you just fatality to everybody. But the fact is that people fuck and people fuck people that they shouldn't be fucking. That's what makes the shit uncontrollable. That's what the fuck it is, you know. Or and now it was this and that. You see, they got that pill nobody talking about. So you know that Victarvi, you know,
Big Tarvey.
yeah, that puts your fucking suppresses your AIDS count, you know, so low that you can't pass
you
it.
can't pass it on.
Yeah,
So they ain't gotta tell you. They don't have to tell you anymore.
yeah. So now it's the
that
new
they
herpes.
actually have it anymore.
It's
Yeah, it's funny. It's like we were having a meeting one time at my job. They were talking about HIV medication.
Yeah.
They said if your partner has HIV or whatever,
yeah.
and then I say if you take the same medication, they can't pass it to you.
Yeah.
Right. So then one guy goes, "Word," and all the women looked at it. All the women looked at it like it was a fucking dirty motherfucker.
Why would you
Oh, I
say
just
that
wanted
shit
to
out
know.
loud?
That's all. That's a good thing to know.
What's the
He's
percentage
like-
on that, boss? What's the percentage on that?
And it's
Like Susan did start putting weight back on, you know.
he wants to take all that toxic shit. You know how toxic those that medication?
Yeah.
He was like, "Word."
Y'all should be ashamed.
Like he was ready to run to his doctor to get a prescription.
But you know what? But that's what people are doing. That's what people gonna buy. You know that shit's gonna go through the roof when people start coming out again. That shit gonna go up. That's some stock I want to just buy into. Like who making that? Who got
Do we
the
know
patent on that shit?
Susan,
I
that's a
need
good
it.
question. Do we know how many COVID babies were born?
I haven't heard anything about the baby rate, the born rate, but I know it's got to be a lot. But nobody has
Here's
been.
the thing, like, at the end of the day, you know, a lot of people were home. You're home with your mate. You ain't got nothing else to do.
Well, we just approaching 9 months now, so I
Yeah,
mean, if you was
so
fucking back in March,
the amount of babies
yeah,
that
we
be
won't get
out.
that report till February. But kids born during the time of COVID, yeah, it's probably it's a lot. It's been there's a lot of kids already out there.
Yeah, they're not gonna even call them like
COVID
boomers,
kids.
or they're gonna call
Yeah.
them COVID generation COVID.
Yeah, 19 babies.
Yeah.
That's it.
I just want to just hammer it home just a little more here for people, for you guys, Butterfly, who think that they're not going to take this vaccine. So the 6 major companies have put. One company has put $2.75 billion into the cure. That price is going to be $16 per dose. All right, they're not paying us, so I ain't gonna name them. All right, the next company put $2 to $3 billion, and their dose is gonna be $4 per dose. Nigga, I ain't taking that shit. Fuck that.
Like generic COVID.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? How you go straight from 16 straight to 4, nigga?
You need
And
4
put
shots
more
of that
money?
shit. You
Yeah.
shaking it up before you
10
take the
shots and shit.
Make sure you shake it real good. You gotta get it all in there.
Yeah, it's concentrated, nigga. It's concentrated. The next one spent over $1 billion. That's going to be $10 a dose. The next one was up to $1 billion, $21 a dose. 500 million to $1 billion. That's $15 a dose. And the most expensive one with this freezing shit, hundreds of millions of dollars, which is way less than $1 billion. So that's questionable right there. And theirs is $19.50 per dose.
Man, they gotta tack on an extra 50.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Like, yeah, I don't have
traveling.
I don't have the 50 cent.
Yeah.
We had to buy extra dry ice.
Uh-huh.
So I want people again to remember the amount of money that these companies who run everything has put into this, and you think you're going to not take it, you sadly mistaken. Now, I will say this. I know for sure that when it comes to Walgreens, it's going to be Johnson & Johnson and Moderna, if I'm saying that right. Huh?
Moderna.
So it's going to be Johnson & Johnson, Moderna at Walgreens. I'm not sure what CVS is going to carry, Rite Aid, or all the other ones. But depending on your insurance, I would start looking that up right now.
Yeah, that's gonna be wild. You know the price, mate? It's gonna be like, oh no, you gotta go to Rite Aid to get your shit because your shit only covered over there. That's gonna be fucking wow.
You said definitely COVID generation. CVS versus Dollar Tree.
yeah. That's gonna.
Oh man, no, but that's.
Yeah, that's going on, bro.
Start checking your plan now, and especially because right now, especially with, well, I know in the tri-state, New York, New Jersey, I'm not sure about other states where COVID testing is free. The state is paying for it, but you have other states like Denver, who's like, nah, nigga, you gotta pay for it yourself.
Right. Or you can only get tested if you have the symptoms.
Right, and that I think that test is like $4,000 or something like that, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, I'll be sick and not knowing it. That's
Yeah.
all right. I'm all right.
You gotta go while you're on your deathbed. Like, look, nigga, it's the last of my energy. Yeah, you got it. That's it.
Start crawling up to what's
Did
the
you
name?
put your affairs in order? Because you ain't making it to the hospital, motherfucker.
Nah.
Shit.
So, start checking your plan to see what you're eligible for, where your insurance is. And I know my insurance is generated towards CVS. So I don't know what CVS is going to carry.
Right.
Knowing them, they're going to want to carry Pfizer, which I ain't fucking with.
Yeah, they'll carry the best. That's the way. As long as the copay is low or zero, which it usually is for vaccines.
Hey, they need to carry that $4 shit, boy.
Nah,
Be slinging COVID shots in the.
that's for Rite Aid.
You ain't lying. They gonna have that shit. They gonna make a comeback for $4 vaccine.
Or if they have like vaccines in supermarkets.
So that'd be that zombie shit for you serious? Could you imagine going to Whole Foods
Yeah.
Whole Foods Pharmacy.
A whole
Yes.
section.
Yes, I could.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, honestly, Amazon just started their own pharmaceutical company.
Don't think they won't get that nigga
I'm
give you a
dead
shot
serious,
when he hop
man.
out the truck. Yo, this your
Bottle
package?
had-
All right.
That bottle had the little smiley face on it.
Exactly. Shit. Fuck around. No, they had the shotguns. That's probably what they're going to give them, the guns. That just reload the needles. Just pop, pop, pop. Like, shit.
So be careful.
Pay attention.
Make sure you guys really look at the market. If you are looking to buy a house or move into a better apartment,
You'll
this
get
is
your
the
shot.
time now. Because once
You'll be
they
making
start,
it close and they'll be dragging somebody out crying.
you ain't lying. Once they start allowing the landlords to actually start pushing people out,
Should have renegotiated, bitch. Fuck out of my
Exactly.
I only asked you for 5%. That's something. No, I mean, sir, if you're looking to move on, move up, you're looking to buy property, you're looking to start a business, these are the times you need to be doing that. Land is, don't use the, you'll always be good with land because you can always sell it. Someone can always put stuff on it.
You can even rent it out for storage for
You ain't
people.
lying.
Yeah.
So you can
You
do
know,
a lot
just
of
for, like,
different
shipping
things.
Containers or whatever.
Yep.
It's like land with no house on it. or
You know,
whatever.
that's not even bad. I didn't even think about the shipping containers. I always
said
thought about the
hand-
parking lots.
Butterfly said
Like in certain
Handmaid's
areas?
Tale.
Well, if it's
Handmaid's
if it's
Tale.
Handmaid's Tale, the
residential,
women are fertile.
Might not allow that.
And for, I mean, the women can't have
Something
kids.
like in the woods or something. You know,
That's not bad. Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad.
So definitely, this is the time to put money in stocks, certain different things. And Jeff says, looking like we might have to keep these masks on forever.
yeah,
so
we're
if you
gonna,
know
be,
these
we gonna be like
companies-
China, bro.
Just not the one from China where they was wiping their feet on and then y'all niggas putting that shit in your mouth.
No, but you don't seem to understand what they do. They once they pack them up, they put them in a box and they irradiate them with gamma radiation.
Yeah, I don't go
Oh, that's
fuck.
great. That's great.
Yeah, that's-
So that kills microorganisms and stuff. So even feet organisms.
So you sitting there looking at the Hulk?
Yeah.
I
Only-
fucking hate this shit.
you ain't gonna like
Only
me
this
when
part
I'm
turns
angry.
green, that's it.
Only this. Okay.
Topical. It's topical.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
What's wrong with your beard? Nah, it's
Yo,
all
you
right.
stupid.
Just a little.
Crazy.
Got the Hulk virus, nigga. Fuck out of here.
All right, so let's have some fun before we get out of here. We always give y'all guys a serious, but now it's time for us to have a little fun. So we've all watched the Tyson fight to this day. So, but I want to ask a question from, guys from sports and even ladies out there like sports. Did the Mike Tyson fight hurt boxing?
Yes, but not directly.
Okay, give it to us.
All right. Well, Mike Tyson didn't hurt shit because he's a squirrel trying to get a nut. If someone's going to pay him $20 million, he's going to take it. It's the people that paid to watch the fight, specifically to watch Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones.
Okay.
Those are just like music. Don't blame the mumble rappers. Blame the asshole kids who buy their shit. You know what I mean? It's right or wrong.
You make a point. You make a
It's not the mumble rappers'
strong
fault.
point.
It's not Mike's fault. Someone's going to pay him, and I'm not going to take it because I'm ruining boxing. Oh, fuck you. No, I have both my hands open. 10 here, 10 there.
You right. You right. You make a strong point.
So, you have a lot. The thing is, true sports fans or true boxing fans in this point mirror in comparison to the amount of the people that just want to see action, or the what do they call those people? The
Excuse me.
the bandwagon people.
Yes.
All they want to see is Mike Tyson knock somebody out.
Yes.
What about the other matches that you gotta understand too that Mike Tyson's match was exhibition.
Yes.
They're supposed to get they're supposed to get good money, but the least.
I got you. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, what about the champions? What about this? What about that? What about the guys that started boxing in pool halls? Now they're in the international stage, and they're getting paid like $600,000. Are you nuts? It doesn't matter. Here's the thing: I wouldn't pay Mike Tyson that much money. I would pay him in what the pay-per-view made. But straight out, I would say here's $1 million. That's it.
Got you.
Or 800,000, whatever. Then if you want to make more than that, it has to be through pay-per-view sales.
But Mike was the draw. That was the
I know
only
that.
point of seeing. You know what I
So,
mean?
but if that was the case, I don't want to see the case where WBC or whatever, or here's $8 million, then he made $2 million in pay-per-view sales or whatever. I don't want to see that.
Got you.
I want to see him make less. And then if people pay for it, and they pay his salary, that's WBO fantastic. He made out.
Okay, so
all I had to pay was $1 million.
you don't mind him splitting whatever the take is. So they
Because
make $10
his
million.
income came
like
from you, came from me, came from him.
right.
It
Okay.
didn't come from WBO.
Right. But so what about if they make Triller? Which I think Triller is going to make a new league. So if they make a new league now and it's not under any of that federation standards, you know what I'm saying? And
That's exactly one of the points I definitely wanted to get into.
but
Because you have no. Go ahead, Juice, and I'll go in. What do you think? You think that match or that whole event that was put together, did it hurt boxing?
It did, but it wasn't Mike Tyson's fault.
Right. No, I understand what you're saying. You made a great point.
I wouldn't blame any of the fighters. I don't care who the hell was fighting.
Right.
I could never blame any of the fighters because when you're offering any type of payday, even if you didn't give him like the $10 million, hey, I got $100,000. Like you want to, low ball. I got $100,000, and Mike just wanted to fight. Mike was just like, shit, I'll fight a dog, whatever it is.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Susan said absolutely. Butterfly says yes, it did hurt boxing, and Susan went again and said it hurt boxing because of him.
Yeah, because of him, but it's not his fault.
Yeah. I think because he was a big draw.
It's indirectly his fault.
Yeah. Well, shit. Wasn't the first if that's the case, wasn't the first blow thrown when Mayweather fought McGregor?
No. Yes.
I said the first blow, not a
Well,
damaging
right,
blow, but the first blow.
I see what you're saying.
Because he took that shit out of the sport. True, he made McGregor fight because, of course. I mean,
he made him come
as soon
to
as McGregor
boxing.
would have roundhouse kicked him, we'd have been like, oh, shit, the game's over. I'll see y'all later. This motherfucker dead on the ground.
Well, he took
Why
McGregor out of
Mayweather
his game.
didn't tap out?
That's what I'm saying. Right, but
Mayweather should have tapped out.
as soon as you had him fighting a different style of fighter, and just you're big over there, that's totally different. You use your whole body to fight. And I'm over here, and I just use my hands, and only upper body. That was the first blow to whatever federation, all of the boxing federations. The fact you had a still legal or still ranked fighter to go do that, not a retired dude. It wasn't like, we took Mayweather out of retirement just to see if he could still, fight anybody. It's no, you put somebody who actually got a belt and who can still fight to retain his belt or do something else to get another belt. To go fight, MMA fighter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And MMA was already digging to get at boxing. So that was, to me, that was the first blow to hurt. Once that was thrown, anything could come. You know what I mean? And I think this is a gentler way of taking away because now you're still keeping the purity of boxing. Mike wasn't sitting there roundhouse kicking or something or, hugging.
He wasn't biting, chewing people. Okay.
Right, but you see what I'm saying? You keep the purity of it, and now it's just taken away from the federation because we could just fight like regular undercards and get some money and not have to worry about, I'm only fighting the belt. I'm chasing a belt and that guy don't have to fight me if he don't want to. Bullshit. You know what I mean? So now we just sitting here for years like I'm stuck at number 3. I can't even go to number 2 or 1. So when it comes to those things, I think Mike didn't hurt them. I think Triller and what's the MMA association? I forget what they called. Dana. UFC. Yeah, thank you. No, the UFC. I think those two probably together are picking at the whole federation of traditional boxing, what it is now, giving people another form of giving the fighters another form, another avenue of making money, because there's a lot of good fighters who stay low. Mm-hmm. and never really make anything, and they place in the state, they place in the national,
right.
They might have the Intercontinental Champion. That's it.
And that's it, right? They never get a big or even a chance
World
to go
title,
to a pay-per-view or a chance to go to somewhere. You get what I'm saying? They'll never get that name recognition, but they can go to Triller now, and I get to fight under the Roy Jones versus Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Title card, and then I can get a couple of mil or split it or whatever the take is. I agree with Ray. Definitely, however the take is, I think this is the first one to be drawn because I think Triller's going to change how they pay the rest of them. Everybody ain't getting, you know what I mean? Come on out for $10 million, whatever. But The first undercard was great, and I'm not talking about Nate and we're gonna
we're
the
gonna
YouTuber.
We're gonna talk about that too.
You get what I'm saying? But I think that's even cool. Now you get to take two nobodies that are just famous in the rights, and please, Nate, go train because your ass did
I got some news on that. I got some real good news on that.
But you see what I'm saying? If somebody's really interested into it, like if you give me somebody else who got another 2-year experience, like what's the name has the 2-year experience, the YouTuber Jake Paul.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Then it's cool. And if he gets to go and do his 10 rounds. That's great. That'll look awesome, and things like that. But we know Jake Paul and another 2 famous people who practice and really train for it can never go in a WBC, whatever the boxing federation is.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You not even going. You'd be like $50 and they're on the undercard. Get the fuck out of here. You're gonna give me my money back. I'm leaving. So I think it's a great avenue.
More money making a video.
Yeah, you lying. You ain't lying. And Jake knows that. That's why I said he don't move unless money's looking right for him. Hey, he ain't stupid. He's not stupid. So I think it's a great thing. I do agree. Maybe the money needs to give out. Give Mike his money. Give Roy his money. They earned it. And Mike been screwed over for so long. We should just get that shit to him over GP.
There's 2 reasons. A, he got screwed over, and B, he bought tigers and So there's 2 reasons why he was broke for a while.
Can't give no motherfucking for the hood money. You know that, right? Yo, his 10 mil. You know what I mean? I know I robbed you of 50, but his 10. Shit, I'm living the dream. You're gonna be out there. But give them their just due. This is great to show us.
He's also older, so he knows how to manage his money.
That's true. Yeah. They both of them. Yeah, they went through their BS. But it shows that everybody paying for it. Never mind all of us pirates who watch that shit for free. Everybody paying for it shows them that there is a strong hunger for it. There's an avenue. There's a sales that can be done. And if we fine tune this right, we can do everything we need to do. And I'm just gonna put this there with the XFL. That's why I think the NFL should be scared of the XFL. If they fine tune it right, it makes another avenue that can slowly pick at them.
To me, it's just the XFL will be successful, but it's just an alternative like college football.
Right. I'll bring up some college people,
Yeah.
but I'll take some people who are fed up in the league, bring them to me. Nobody's trading the way you want to go.
If you can afford to pay them.
But now I get to play with the money. I'll make you part owner. Let's say whatever we write the rules.
Oh, like in the
You
beginning.
see what I'm
right?
saying?
Yeah,
So now you making money off the people in there. Hey, y'all better drink extra Gatorade. You can go
play,
get that
but
2
you're
for
also
3
executive
Gatorades.
vice
2 drink minimum and
president.
shit.
You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
shit that you could never do in any league. What you can't be an owner and a player. You can't be this and that. You see what I'm saying? It's like you start to change these little rules to give them some type of leg up. You're still making billions, but now you get to grow it. You know there's a hunger. You know there's an avenue for it, and that's why they look so dangerous, especially in The Rock's hands. Because The Rock got that shit for pennies.
Yeah, he did. Just to
Especially the middle-aged players which want a career after football.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, fuck that.
say
Here
those non-drafted people.
we bring Deion Sanders' ass back for a year. You see what I'm saying? Like they do some shit like this.
He ain't leaving coaching right now. He over there at Jackson State. He gonna bring that
Motherfucker, for the right check, Deion put on them old shoes. And
Deion's one of the few
just don't hit me too
athletes-
hard, fellas.
He's one of the few athletes that actually took care of his bread.
Right, but I'm just saying,
No, I
like,
understand what you're saying for the right amount of
you
dollars.
start fuck that. You bring Vic back. You see what I'm saying? Vic ain't trying to go back to the NFL, to the best of my knowledge.
Nah.
But I throw you some serious money. You get what I'm saying? Let me get a
Might
year
change
with you,
your mind.
Vic.
Might change your mind.
Vic gonna come out. He know the people. Support me on the line. Whatever it is. You see what I'm saying? And people want to see certain people out there. You start to build and garner this.
Right.
The Vince McMahon knew it was another thing. That's why he brought it back. His dumbass didn't take the investors, and
No,
he wanted to hold
he
everything.
wanted to do it all himself, and it backfired.
Yeah.
COVID backfire.
COVID blew up in his fucking face.
Because it was doing pretty well.
That's my point. There's a league for. There's a lane for it. But go ahead. What you was gonna say?
All right, I want to say I think it's going to eventually destroy boxing. I agree with you, Jeff. I think it did start with the Mayweather and McGregor fight.
Yeah.
Where you actually took a non-boxing person, brought him over to boxing, and made millions of dollars off of it.
He made more than millions.
Yeah. They made a lot.
Mayweather made a ton.
They made a
Well,
lot.
Mayweather, yeah, but just to get McGregor to come over there and him being the great actor and really talking about he's gonna knock the guy out and make people pay $100 for that
He knows
pay-per-view.
it's the payday.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It was no problem.
All right, so I just want to get to some numbers real quick. Also, just to let you guys know, how many of you knew there was a big fight that happened last night?
I did. I knew there was another fight going
You knew
on.
there was another fight. All right.
Yeah,
A lot of
but
people
it
didn't
wasn't. Yeah, a lot of people didn't. A lot of people
And that
didn't.
just goes to show to tell you the state of boxing right now, where you have guys that are talented, that can fight, but they're not being promoted properly. They're not being pushed properly. And then you have other boxers like Joshua, the heavyweight guy, who pick and choose on who they want to fight, how they want to fight. And then you have a fight with Roy Jones and Mike Tyson, which two of the guys who fought whoever was next, they didn't dodge. They didn't dance around those individuals at all. They fought whoever was next.
Right.
All right, so let me check this real quick, and then I'll go into some finances. All right, so the finances for the fight. Mike Tyson brought home $10 million.
Okay.
Roy Jones brought home $3 million.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to go a little further. Now, at one point, Mike Tyson's career earnings was $695 million fucking dollars.
Good Lord.
I
Imagine
just
if
really
he
want
invested that money.
I really want that.
Wow.
How much
to
did Don take?
Truly
The first
sink in.
billionaire boxer.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want that to really truly
been.
sink in for people.
It could. Yeah. You're right. Could have been. Yeah, man.
Mike Tyson career earnings $685 million. Now, do you guys think Roy Jones is a good fighter?
Yeah.
Yes.
One of the best, pound for pound, when he in his prime. That man career is only brought in 85. Let me make sure I'm saying the numbers right. He only brought in $85 million. Sorry, $55 million. Now look at that.
You went under 85 gun.
Roy Jones,
Is that
his
true?
entire career.
I don't think so.
I got the numbers here.
It's got to be at least $150. I think that's low.
It says Roy Jones brought in coming into the fight, he was estimated about $5 million, which is good considering his career earnings estimated a meager $55 million. Now, what is that telling you? A guy who was arguably, if not non-arguably, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters we've ever seen, only managed to come in $55 million. And you have Mike Tyson, like y'all two both talked about. His name alone made that pay-per-view take off. And you got.
I don't want to cut you off.
No, go
I agree. Mike was like Jordan.
Thank
You know his name. Mike
Thank
had
you.
Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Oh my God.
Mike had movies. Mike, you know he was to put
And
him
the
in
movie's coming out
places.
soon though.
But
You remember the
but-
one with I'm sorry, Jamie Foxx
yeah.
put on the weight and stuff to
Yeah,
play. him.
oh, that's a movie now, but I'm saying like to get a cameo or do whatever. And Mike, we know Mike got robbed a lot of that. So out of that 600 and some odd million, I asked in jest, how much did Don take, but how much was that from
Hell.
boxing? And that Don negotiated other deals. Don was a stupid.
So he only came into the fight as $3 million. Roy
But-
came in at 5. He came in at 3. But
Right. So, but that's fair. That's cool. Because Mike, remember, he wasn't supposed to fight Roy. He was supposed to fight some other character. And then they bumped it up to another, another old timer. And then it was like, nah, let's get Roy. See, Roy want to rock. And that was cool. You understand? And it was something that we would love to see. Again, we forgot. Those two never fought in the same weight class.
Not at all. And that was how they're going to make it work.
He lost $1 now. That they both old and bigger. He lost 100. Homie put on a little more pounds. And you get what I'm saying? And they got close. They still 20 pounds apart.
Yeah.
Fair enough. We can't see that in the regular federation. You get what I'm saying? We can't see that in the regular federation. Nah, you out his weight class by 5
Yeah,
pounds.
they gonna let that-
Peace.
yeah.
Don't bother. And it makes sense. Because when Mike hit that motherfucker, he hit hard.
Yeah, that's the
He was stunned.
He's
I get it.
like a grown man. Like,
You know what I'm
that man
saying?
got some power.
There was a hit in that like that, but he was still quick for old and big dude, and to be old for the sport. we see that. It shows how much they can get robbed in that federation.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much it showed. Because now this goes direct. Mike, I'm gonna hit you on PayPal. Check your phone is there or whatever. I'm just giving an example. You see what I'm saying? Now we paid Don, we paid somebody else, who then it trickled down to you, and you thinking you making so. If he only made 55 and their biggest paydays were probably like $3 million, Mike probably talked to Jones one day and they probably not know each other. I'm getting the same. But in reality, Don got 10 more over you. You get what I'm saying? So he's not seeing how he's going to get jerked.
Right.
Now that's him being older, but this gives the opportunity to the other fighters not to get jerked.
Right.
It's like basketball. Jordan was the highest paid.
Well,
now that's the least motherfucker getting in the league.
He was one of the least paid.
We're not even talking about no Nike deals.
Because he made so much money from his endorsements.
Right, but we're not even talking about that. When he got the other money, when he sees the regular kid coming out making a million
imagine
or
if LeBron
600,000,
what he making, what Mike would have made.
That's my point. And forget an adjustment or inflation, it still holds the same. That's my only point that I go to make. Those guys, to me, when I hear 600 million under his thing, he still probably got robbed. How much of that? How much did the federation make off those pay-per-view?
Oh, hell yeah.
Because you got to remember, we wasn't watching shit on YouTube or internet.
It started.
Everybody had to watch on pay-per-view.
Who was the first pay-per-view? I forgot.
I don't know, but everybody had to watch on pay-per-view. Remember, so they got paid directly. I remember my dad buying them shits, paying the extra $50. Actually, it was $100. Them shits was $100.
Yeah, just bill it
going
to your,
to the cable. Bill. I remember those things. So they made money hand over fist off of that, and whatever trickled down, you know, we got to remember it just showed how easy you can get got. So now here's a direct line of payment, and another thing, that's going to be the ender to the federation.
Thank you. Like you said,
that's going to be the ender.
Share with nobody. I can take care of my corner, everything myself.
Yep. Everybody in the corner can get paid more.
Hand in my pocket. I ain't got to pay this one, that one, and then I get my bread. Yeah. It's just me and them. And then, like I said, the undercard was professional fighters.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it was Tyson, yes, the main event was an exhibition because of Mike. So the issue is now Mike looks so good. So now this is even worse for them. Now on top of that, you got Vander talking hella shit. Mm-hmm. Talking about come get this Mike.
We don't care. They'll bring some old. They'll bring the oldest back, which I think they should. Because I like watching that.
Fight them if they get
those are
money,
good.
Right?
Those are good grabs. Yeah, those are good grabs. As soon as Mayweather get this, and I best believe I know he talking to them.
Facts.
Best believe.
Facts.
Best believe. I know he talking to them.
Him and Pacquiao fight, exhibition fight.
That's my point.
Some shit like that.
That's the
Triple G type shit or whatever.
That's the shit that we would pay for. We're gonna give you a rematch. We're just gonna do an exhibition style over at Triller.
Y'all
over $188 million a piece.
Yeah, it's like y'all be paying for it. We won't, but we know what you're talking about.
But you see what I'm saying? Forget that. Wait till the stands open up. That's when they're going. That's when they're going to do it.
Yep.
They're going to charge you money to go in there and watch it.
Pay-per-view.
And pay-per-view.
And the way they did it with the camera and how it surrounded the ring properly.
Yeah.
I think it was phenomenal. You didn't have to worry, about any craziness. So I will say I believe it did hurt it. I really want to think in the next couple of years, boxing is going to have to change where they allow their fighters to run from other fighters. They're going to have to cramp down on that because if you got an exhibition fight that's creating this much publicity and this much money, and you got these good fighters that can't bring in this type of money, that's a sad fucking thing.
Yeah.
Really sad. All right, so let's get into Jake Paul. We already know what he did to Nate and all this other stuff. So it's so bad now that George Foreman has offered his services
to Nate
Robinson to have him fight a rematch with Jake Paul. And he said, and this is why you got, like, George has always been, like, so upfront and honest. And he was saying, like, you could tell whoever trained him didn't do it right because he kept rushing in.
Yeah.
Right. And he was like, you could tell, Jake Paul had some experience. But he said, if I could get Nate to do what I tell him to do,
Be a better fight.
he'll go out and be a better fighter for the rematch.
Yo, I want you to pause right here. What if we could take two nobodies? Here's Trilla's idea. Credit us. We take two nobodies, and we let you get trained by the best. I'll take Ray. He'll go for 2 years and get trained by Tyson, and we'll take somebody else, and he'll go get trained by Mayweather.
I like that.
And then they come together.
Ooh. Something what the UFC does now with that when they train the fighters, whatever. Yeah, that'd be good.
But
A technician versus a monster.
that's what I'm saying.
Woo.
How good is Mike's? Can he pass
He
it to
passed
you?
the torch on.
Just even whatever.
It has to be the right personality.
But that's what I'm saying. But you get what I'm saying? Like, there's so many angles they could go with this. And I believe Nate needed training. He come on, man.
Well,
Come
that's
on,
what I'm saying.
bro.
The man went out there. He offered his services. It came out today.
He didn't even go
He
to a
was talking
bullshit
on-
sideline behind the corner shop.
Ah,
Nobody would have let him come in like that.
Nope.
He looked
said,
horrible.
Bring him in here. And he was serious. He said, if Nate'll listen to every word I say, Nate'll be ready and he'll win the rematch. So now they're already
Shit.
talking about a rematch.
And they're going to get more than that 600 or 600,000.
Well, that's the
I
thing,
just
the
want you,
typo,
whatever
It was either
is,
600
yeah.
or 600,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
So now this is what I'm saying. Like, not only are we talking about a rematch between Nate Robinson and Jake Paul, you got other celebrities and other fighters
Here we
throwing
go.
their hat now, and they want
Here
to
we go.
fight Jake Paul now.
Here we go.
So we got, let me see, I had it. So we have Conor McGregor.
I knew he was coming back. That's why I said Mayweather somewhere, he flirting with the numbers. Yo,
Right.
what we talking about?
Just to name a couple of names. We had Conor McGregor. We have Ben Askren, the MMA fighter.
Okay.
We have Le'Veon Bell, the NFL player. We have Evander Kane, the black NHL guy. And a couple other people, and whatever. I'm not going to go through all the names. But at the end of the day, you have all these people.
You watch another McGregor fight? You wouldn't watch another one?
I would watch him and Paul. I ain't go front.
You would watch McGregor.
I
and
would
Paul.
watch McGregor and Jake Paul.
If it was a straight up boxing match, probably be a good match. But
Yeah, straight up boxing.
Yeah,
He doing
straight
another
up
boxing?
not
I'm not watching
MMA,
that, man.
straight up boxing.
McGregor would kill him.
Yeah, hands down.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything full body, McGregor
Yeah.
would kill. But if another
boxing.
boxing, I don't even know. See, I'm iffy if I watch another straight box between Mayweather and McGregor. I'm iffy about
The
watching.
thing
it.
is, he performed well against
All right, so let me ask you
Mayweather.
this one. You wouldn't
Paul
watch.
is nowhere near Mayweather.
No,
So
no,
Yeah, no,
no,
no.
no.
He's a-
Yeah.
Mayweather's
It'd be
a
a good
technician.
match, but he'd win.
You're right.
Yeah,
I
Mayweather's a
believe you.
technician. So
I
you
believe
wouldn't
you. I
watch
believe
another
you.
McGregor and Mayweather.
I'm iffy. I'm not saying I
All right, but
wouldn't.
would you watch
but I'm
another Nate
iffy.
Robinson Paul?
If Nate got trained, look, if we could watch the buildup of George training him,
Yeah.
and
that
I
would
can
be-
believe
What was it? The
and see
24,
some things.
whatever they used
Yeah,
to do.
these are the 24. Yeah. If we can do that, I'm with it. But if homie's just like, yo, I woke up and I feel better, let's go. Like, no, thank you, no, thank you.
Boxing, y'all
I need
in
to
trouble.
see him work.
Y'all in trouble. But this guy got. I'm sorry. He even got a Ordov, a go-go, whatever. Ogo. Oh gosh, the wrestler. He even wants to fight.
Who?
The UK 2012 Olympic guy wants to fight Jake Paul.
Oh, like a real wrestler.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and this just goes to
Kurt
show
Angle.
you we're talking about two non-professional fights that has started already changing the landscape of boxing itself to where the next pay-per-view will be $100 and people are gonna pay it because they want to see if Nate gonna get knocked the fuck out again.
You know what's so wild too? Because this shit is already in a bubble. Because usually when you go train with your team, it's just you and
Just
your
you,
team,
yeah,
wherever
yeah,
your
that's
gym
it.
is.
That's it.
You know what I mean? You're not really fucking around. You outside, you may be running, but you're not out partying.
You know what's funny?
drinking.
Speaking of wrestlers or
Yeah.
whatever, Mayweather fought in WWE.
I remember that.
He fought the Big Show,
Show.
and the Big Show had to get on his knees in order for Mayweather to hit him because he's like the size of Andre the Giant,
Yes.
and Mayweather is short.
Yeah.
So he had to fall on his knees, and that's when Mayweather started, knocking him out.
Yo, it's
was funny.
Yeah, that was cute, but it's so many ways they can go with this. And now that everybody wants to throw their hat in the ring, that's what Trilla's sell is gonna be. And we're gonna want to watch it. We're gonna want to watch it.
I'll be there. I don't watch it. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We normally broadcast live for those guys who know us already on YouTube. This is our first time ever broadcasting live on Facebook, so I want to thank everyone for tuning in and hanging out with us. We appreciate it. We're going to start doing all the other shows like that. We have a lot of different other rare shows, different hosts, different topics, different formats. So keep looking forward to that. Again, thank you again for hanging out with us. Last words, gentlemen, before we get out of here?
Nah, Mike Tyson, he's all right.
Get your arms ready for these shots.
It's just a squirrel trying to get a nut.
There you go.
Hey,
Can't get mad at
I'll
him.
say that for 54, whatever it is, my man was hitting like a grown-ass man. You know, he was really in there getting it. So, Evander, I would think you won it. You talk all that shit you want. You fought Mike at the end of his career.
He's punch drunk, though.
Yeah.
He's really going to be punch drunk.
Yeah.
He's too fucked up now. I don't think the doctors would even clear a license for him.
No,
that's possible, too.
It probably have to be one of those wink, wink, quote unquote.
Yeah, exactly.
Exhibitions.
I'm cool with free.
Unless he signs a waiver or some shit.
Oh yeah, probably. I'm sure they all sign
they
waivers.
all
You
sign
can't
waivers.
sign if you end up in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Again, y'all, thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. We'll see y'all next week.